Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today we're going to be covering all of the Funko news for September 15th of 2020, and the majority of this news is for New York Comic Con, which if you didn't know is going to be taking place between October 8th to the 11th, so Funko has been doing all of their reveals ahead of this time, and there are some really exciting ones to go over within this video, so we're going to get straight into it here with the first pop. Alright, so the first one that I wanted to cover here is probably the one that I'm most excited for personally, and it is Danny Phantom here, of course, from the series Danny Phantom by Butch Hartman, and this is really exciting that we're getting this pop because it kind of opens it up, if this pop does sell well, that it could be available as like an entire line within Funko, because it would be awesome to get some of the other characters from the series as well, so this is very exciting. It's a fantastic looking pop with a really awesome design, so I'm very excited for this one. I don't know where it's going to be shared with, but once we do know all of the shared locations for these pops, I'll be sure to let you know in an update video, but for now, this just looks fantastic. Then the next two pops that we have here are from Spongebob Squarepants, and these are of course Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy right here, and they both look amazing. I'm so excited that we're finally getting the two of these because I know they've been rumored for quite a while for the Spongebob line, but now we're finally receiving them. Hopefully they'll be easy to come by because I could definitely see the two of these being hot sellers, but they both look amazing. I think they just look so cool together. It's awesome to see them translated into that Funko Pop form. I will say Barnacle Boy looks a little bit scary with those wide eyes there, but I think they definitely still nailed the designs of both of them, so I'm very excited for those two pops. Another two figures that we have here for NYCC are both from the Simpsons here, and the first one that we have is the comic book guy, and this one looks fantastic. I already knew about this pop and had seen it and covered it in a previous news video, but now we know it's going to be coming to NYCC, and it looks fantastic. He looks so great. I think they did a fantastic job just capturing his whole design there. And then for the Treehouse of Horror line, we're going to be getting a Wolfman Bart, and I think he looks fantastic as well. He has that sort of cheeky expression that Bart usually is rocking as well, so I like how they gave him a mouth there because of course that doesn't really happen too often with Funko Pops, but so does the comic book guy as well, so I do like that. It just adds that bit of expression in both of their pops, so overall two great looking figures. Next up here we've got an Ad Icons reveal, and this one is going to be from the McDonald's line, and it is Captain Crook right here, and I think that this one looks pretty fantastic. A great amount of detail there on the uniform for sure. I really love how they were able to fit in the McDonald's logo there on one side of his chest there. I think that looks fantastic. A great color scheme as well. I like this sort of costume design. That's the one thing that's so much fun about all of these McDonald's pops, are just the designs that they're able to create here, because they just had such creative looking mascots, so I definitely really like this one quite a bit, and I'm excited for people who can add it to their McDonald's Ad Icons line. The next pop that we have here is from Disney's Lilo and Stitch, and this one is going to be Baker Stitch right here, and he looks fantastic. I think they did a great job with the sculpt here. I love the giant chef's hat as well. It looks just about as large as his actual head is, and then the oven mitts as well look really nice. I like the cake as well. Adds a nice little pop of color in that design there, and I think Stitch just looks great. The expression looks good as well. It's a little bit different looking from your traditional Stitch pop, just in the expression, at least to me personally, but I still think it's a great design and a really cool Stitch pop. Now the next figure that we have here is from Disney's Pinocchio, and this one is Jiminy Cricket. This was one of the ones that was teased in one of the NYCC posts that Funko made, so we finally get to see the design here, and I've seen some people complaining about how much blush there is on his face there, on both cheeks and then on the nose as well, and I will admit it definitely does make it look a little bit off, but I still think the sculpting looks fantastic. I love the dynamic sort of pose that they put him in with the umbrella there floating in the air. I think that looks really fantastic. I like the pop of color that is added by his top hat as well. It's just overall a really well sculpted pop, and definitely a really desirable one as well from Pinocchio, so I'm sure this one's bound to be a hot seller. Another NYCC reveal that we have here for two brand new Pokemon Pops right here. One of them we did know about, but then the other one is quite a surprise. We're going to be getting two flocked versions of both Pikachu and Growlithe, and I think that both of them look really great. It's nice that we're getting another version of a flocked Pikachu, because we previously had another one, but it came in a GameStop/EB Games exclusive box, so it was a bit more pricey to be able to acquire that variant, but now it seems like this one may be an easier way to come across a version of it, and it's kind of like the angry Pikachu as well, so I think that's a really cool design to translate into flocked version. And then the Growlithe looks great as well. He just has a fantastic design, so it's really cool to see both of these with flocked exclusives. Another NYCC reveal that we have here isn't one officially from Funko, but it's just someone who has the pop box here, and I think it looks really great. This is from the Jinjito collection, and sorry if I mispronounced that, but this one looks pretty great. It's from a Crunchyroll series, I would assume, and the animation line as well, and I think this character looks really cool, a very creative design that definitely is prompting me to want to check out this series. I think it seems very interesting and definitely looks really unique, so I do like seeing that for a Funko Pop, and I'll be really interested to see this one in person. The next set of news that we have here are for two Funko Pops here that were kind of leaked. These ones haven't been like officially revealed by Funko, but we have the photos here, and this is for a breast cancer awareness version of the Joker, and then we're going to be getting a Fortnite Pop in Bash right here, so I think both of these look pretty great. I think the Joker one, of course, is for a fantastic cause as well. I did a separate news video where I went over some of the other breast cancer awareness pops as well, and I think they're all pretty good looking and pretty great pops as well. And then the Fortnite one looks pretty good also. It's nice that we're getting a new skin there, and I'm sure for Fortnite collectors they're gonna really want to pick that one up. So overall, two really great looking figures. Another pop that we have here I wanted to include in this video because I had previously covered it in my last Funko News video, but now we have the full official reveal here. So it is from the Mandalorian, and it's the child with necklace, and this one looks pretty good. I will say we are getting a ton of variations for the child, which, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing forcing me to pick up all of these child pops, but I still think it's going to get a bit repetitive, and it already kind of feels that way. So I hope they can spice it up a bit without just only giving him different accessories, sort of, but also just maybe changing up the pop completely. I would like to see the pop, like the child in his carriage, but just on its own as a Funko Pop. I know we have that in like the TV moment that we got for that, but I would like to see it as his own Funko Pop as well, so that would be nice to see, changing up the sculpt quite a bit. But I think that this one still looks good and does a decent job of looking pretty darn cute. The next two pops that we have here are from Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, and it is Luke and Leia in their Jedi training uniforms here, and these were two that I did cover in my previous video as well, which is why I'm saving them till the end here, but I wanted to go over them once more because now we have the official reveal, and we know that they're going to be packaged in separate Funko boxes, but they will be sold as a bundle, so keep that in mind as well. It is interesting that they're doing that, but I think that it's kind of cool because they do go together really well, so hopefully that'll make it easier to pick them both up at the same time, and they both look pretty great as well, so overall some pretty good looking pops. Alright, so that's going to conclude this Funko News video here for September 15th of 2020. I hope you did enjoy. Be sure to let me know all of your thoughts on these pops down below. Which ones are you most excited for, and which ones do you want to pick up the most when these are revealed? And stay tuned to the channel as well if you want to stay up to date with all of this news. Once we eventually get the list for where these pops are going to be shared with, I'm going to be sure to update all of you as well and do a comprehensive video on all of the exclusives that we're getting from NYCC, so stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and also subscribe to stay up to date with Funko News, but I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.